Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're unpacking the May 2026 core banking modernization.
Yeah, what the industry is basically calling the Great Rebuild.
Exactly. And we've got a really fascinating stack of reports today from MDPI, Valuebound, and Microsoft. Our mission is to figure out how we've moved past those, passive AI dashboards to an autonomous PMO.
Right, where AI agents are actually actively steering massive project life cycles.
Yeah, so to wrap your head around this, imagine your car's GPS didn't just warn you about traffic up ahead.
Okay.
Imagine it physically grabbed the steering wheel and rerouted your car while you were doing 60 miles an hour.
Which sounds terrifying,
Yeah.
honestly. But that level of autonomous control is exactly what the MDPI research is highlighting in the financial sector right now.
So the AI agents aren't just tools anymore.
No, not at all. They're active participants in project governance. They're autonomously correcting technical drift to keep everything tethered to, well, the North Star business goals.
Okay, but rerouting a car is one thing. Touching a bank's fragile, decades-old core system without crashing the whole operation, that is notoriously dangerous.
Oh, absolutely. And that's where the Valuebound report details this strategy called parallel modernization.
Which is a way to avoid a terrifying rip and replace.
Exactly. Instead of ripping out the old system, banks use what they call shadow integrity layers. They're essentially real-time data mirrors acting as a staging core.
Oh, wow. So it's kind of like a digital holodeck. You can run stress tests without ever actually touching the fragile legacy COBOL.
That's a perfect analogy, yeah. A central AI orchestrator basically acts as a traffic cop here.
Okay, I follow.
And it seamlessly syncs the modern cloud-native microservices with the clunky legacy environment.
But wait, here's where it gets really interesting to me. Syncing a staging core in real time sounds like a massive data traffic jam.
It definitely can be.
Like, if I'm building this holodeck, what is my biggest headache? It has to be latency.
You nailed it. It's what we call the latency paradox. Because proactive agentic steering requires millisecond fresh data.
Right, but legacy cores process data in overnight batches, like T+1.
Exactly. So if your AI is acting on yesterday's data, it's reactive, not proactive. And then second, you have inter-agent friction.
Oh, so the agents fight each other.
Well, sort of. A security agent programmed for absolute safety might just, block a deployment that a velocity agent is trying to push through.
Which brings up the audit trap. Because regulators with DORA and the AI Act, they demand explainable AI.
Yeah. Black box decisions are immediate non-starters for CISOs. Every single autonomous action needs a traceable reasoning chain.
So as a leader listening right now, how does agentic AI actually solve this friction and, satisfy the auditors?
Well, you have to contrast the 2024 assisted AI, which basically just recommended a bug fix.
Right, the co-pilot stuff.
Exactly. Contrast that with 2026's agentic AI. It autonomously patches, compiles, and triggers regression testing entirely on its own.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Entirely on its own?
Yeah. Your role shifts purely to veto or validate.
Okay, but how does an autonomous system working that fast provide the traceable reasoning? For the audit?
By generating deterministic logs, it writes a strict record of the exact if-then logic it used to make a change.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and that self-documenting process cuts manual compliance overhead by 60%.
Yeah.
You get a continuous compliance score instead of a point-in-time audit panic.
Wow. So we've engineered a system that handles the plumbing and the paperwork, that frees up specialized engineers from all that drudgery.
Absolutely.
So instead of untangling COBOL, they can actually build revenue-driving agility tools like real-time corporate liquidity steering. Exactly. Let the humans focus on profit. But, this raises an important question.
Oh, that.
Well, if these agentic systems, according to the Microsoft data, are continuously self-healing code and optimizing each other at lightning speed,
Right.
at what point does that mandated human veto or validate step become the very latency bottleneck we designed the AI to eliminate? Oh, wow. Because they're just moving too fast for us to even keep up.
Yeah. Do these systems eventually develop a coding language so complex we can't even read the banks we are legally required to manage?
A system so efficient it outgrows our ability to understand it. That is wild. Well, that is definitely something for you to mull over until next time.